Let's give it up for day 3! Day 3!
Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero. We are back again for day number 3. That's right, day number 3 of the coping, seething, molding, and absolute meltdowns over this speedster character being introduced into the Rippaverse. And it's not as if there hasn't been another speedster already made in this universe. There was a speedster in the Great War Separation number 2, and it's absolutely crazy the amount of things that are going on, the absolute gay ops that is happening right in front of us over on Twitter. But for some reason, everyone needs to absolutely melt down over anything that the Rippaverse or the Eric Julys of the world have going on in their life. Now, I'm going to go through this whole entire thing, and of course, I'll be embarrassing one furry homosexual right at the beginning of the video, just after we introduce this thing right here. The Rippaverse number 5, 41 days left to go at 21,487 in total sales, 847 total books sold. Now, what kicked us all off is the Don, right? Tells me everything I need to know about this dude. I thought he was legit when interviewing Ethan. It's when he interviewed Ethan, but it looks like just another clout chaser just trying to sell his book. Almost had me, dude, simply for liking the design of a character created in the Rippaverse. Is now you being a clout chaser and a grifter. Is that what we're doing now, bro? This is what we're doing? You're constantly sitting here attacking other creators because they like a design in the Rippaverse. People can't have opinions now about character designs. This is what we're doing. But as I stated before, the gay ops initially is going to be starting with this, where Lumfartsy himself says, we have to prepare you. Eric July does have a shrinking fan base of rabid, perpetually online jerks that will likely harass you. Meanwhile, you're the one that's terminally online because clearly you have no job, you have no friends, and you have no social life. Unlike the people you claim that are harassing people. Don't take them to heart. They do this all the time defending Eric, as Eric lies and grifts a lot. I'm still waiting for the part where Eric is grifting, because from what I see, everything that I've ordered from the Rippaverse and Eric July himself, I have gotten in the mail. Unlike the things from EVS that I have bought that I still haven't gotten, like Rainbow the Fruit, that's 5 years late. Cybercut 3, that's 2 years late. What are we talking about, bro? And plus, what lies are you talking about? What are we talking about exactly? They will also assume you're a comics gay. Good luck. Okay, bro, please, stop it. I respond to the person who's responding to Lumfartsy. I say, siding with the person you just responded to is them looking for drama. Those people don't care at all whose business gets messed with. They have been constantly attacking the Rippaverse and Eric July for 3 whole years, trying everything and anything they can to destroy his business while he completely ignores them and simply launches new comics in his universe that people enjoy. I have all these individuals documented on my YouTube channel, so there is no way they can get away with all the lying that they do. Absolutely projecting, as he always is. From Harbinger of Chaos, shout out to him. He's projecting. He's the one who does all those things he's accusing others of doing. If you go to his page, you'll see he's been obsessing over Eric July and his audience for over a year and a half. Let's go ahead and watch this 36-second clip. And as you know, I've showed his profile plenty of times. I've recorded over a minute, and all it is him either obsessing over me or obsessing over Eric July. He's still obsessing over me to this day. The dude constantly tries to follow me on Twitter and is asking me to block him, even though he blocked me over a year ago, back in January of 2024. Yet he unblocked me for some weird reason, and he tends to claim that he blocks anyone who's war campaign, which he considers me war campaign. So basically he's not even following his own blocking principle because he's that much of a loser. Let's get into the clip, shall we? He says, great villain. The only villains I'm looking forward to in the Rippaverse is bankruptcy and foreclosure. So you're literally admitting that you want someone's business to go under because you're too much of a jealous and envious little pussy on the internet because you can't get the same support that other people are getting for your garbage furry comics.
You're such a weirdo.
The culture war grift attracted a good pool of these specific idiots. Bro, you are the biggest idiot on the planet right now because you literally sit there and you promote comics that are years late, and you claim that Ethan Van Sciver is like the god of comics, even though his comics have been sloppy as far as Rainbow the Brute has gone. Cyberfrog's been perfectly fine, but Lately, Rainbow the Brew has been looking very sloppy, and the only reason it looks good is because Kyle Ritter's colors are amazing. It's Eric's dream come true. He spent his whole life trying to trick people into idolizing him for something. Nobody on planet Earth does that. You've literally have shown that you idolize Ethan Van Sciver, and yet not once has he ever promoted your shitty, sloppy, furry art. At the very least, for as much crap as you talk about me, I don't ask Eric for shoutouts, and yet I get them. I never asked to be a mod of Eric's channel, and yet I'm a mod of Eric's channel. I didn't have to do anything for that. I never asked for that, but that's what I ended up getting. I'm very appreciative that I did get those things, but I've never once asked Eric to do any of that. He did that upon his own volition. All of which he doesn't actually care about or believe in. I guarantee that Eric knows more about comics than anybody in this new CG cult, including Ethan Van Sciver. The man has videos reviewing comics years before the Rippaverse has ever started. Eric July, you trying to get sued again? How does he have this many employees and he doesn't know Blue Shift already exists? You can't trademark the name Blue Shift. It's a physics term, you idiot. You want to call other people idiots, but yet you're showing your lack of intelligence right now. Is he that arrogant he doesn't care? How does this happen? At Eat the Van Sciver. Because of course you have to tag your throat goat frog daddy whenever you post anything, it seems. Damn, that's good for it having just launched a few hours ago. What? It's been up all day? I'm sure people are still getting out of bed. It's Rippa's fans after all. My guy, when Eric launches campaigns, people are at work. Because clearly you don't know what a job is. You don't understand this. People have lives. People have jobs. Also, people don't have to buy in on campaigns. They can buy the books whenever they see fit. Because the books are sold after the campaigns end. Rippa, it's time to vanish from the internet. This is a tragedy. Your life is a tragedy, bro. You literally obsess over a comic book company every single day. Or you obsess over me every single day. It's clear just by looking at your timeline. But you knew your grifts would only last so long before everyone saw what you were. Again, where's the grift, bro? I've received every single product that I've purchased, and I've enjoyed every single product that I've purchased. Where is the grift, bro? Because the only grift, again, that I see is Ethan Van Sciver not delivering his books. He's out gambling and doing other BS with people's money. You know which goalpost shifts the most for Rippaverse? The amount of money made. It's still dropping. I think this creature is going to be shocked to see it pass by his domain soon. Bro. Eric's backend is up from last year. And he's very close to breaking the amount of revenue from last year, just on campaigns alone. The evidence is out there. You're literally being ignorant. You're being willfully ignorant or willingly obtuse.
Such a freaking weirdo.
Is this really the last post on this account? Haha, I wasn't paying attention to it. Not even this person can defend Rippa. 2026 is going to be a heck of a year for grifters. Bro. This person took a break from social media, stupid.
What?
They never had ideas. It's a grift, not a passion. When you're trying to make a knockoff, you just go, what's popular? Do that, change the logo, the end. Again, there's a massive difference between this character's design and the Flash. Which again, nobody knows which Flash they're talking about. Again, I've said it before. If you say Wally West, you would have an argument. But nobody can even differentiate between which Flash they're talking about. They just say the Flash. All the characters are called the Flash, dummy, for the most part. It's crazy how much hate Eric July gets. It's crazy he's not getting enough of it for how much hate he's earned. Also, he's fat. Again, what does this last statement have to do with comics? Like, my guy, you're fat. I've seen photos of you. You're fat, my guy. They really are disgusting. They're just grifters basically sitting there going, yeah, you can milk these idiots good with this dumb project of yours. Trust me. Again, People voluntarily give them their money. What are we talking about exactly? They're not grifting because they're receiving a product. People are receiving a product. A grift is a small swindle. It's someone participating in a small swindle. That's what a grifter is. Learn the definitions of words before you use them. You look like a single-digit IQ retard.
Dude, really? What? Dude.
Now, to add insult to injury, since you claim you embarrass me at every turn, which you do not, you keep putting this defamatory statement on me claiming I'm a PDF lover. You are clearly a closeted homosexual because you literally obsess over me like a loser. I say you've never embarrassed me once. I've made you block me in January of 2024. Do I need to pull up how you had to see a case play out because your quote-unquote cool friend sexually abused his wife's daughter, Mr. Furry Pack? You're a closeted homosexual furry, the most embarrassing thing to be. And just because, so you don't think I'm lying about this, let's pull up the tweets, shall we? Here he is saying, not a good day. This is someone I've known for a long time and been friends with. I never would have expected this. A sexual assault arrest by a friend of his. Right? Moving on. Well, his wife posted that post as him. He's in jail when that post went up. And she's been having mental breakdowns. Look at her post a week ago. I found, what the fuck? I don't need to hear how Kyle pleads in this. What? What? -1 point for woke today then. Kyle was my friend who was kind of woke on a lot of things, but I ignored it because he's cool. So you ignored the signs of your friend being a predator because he was woke? Loser? Are you serious? You can pause the screen, by the way, to read what's going on the screen if you want to. So if you want to sit there and say you've embarrassed anybody, you've clearly embarrassed yourself by claiming you had to hear out how a person pleaded for someone sexually assaulting their wife's daughter. You pathetic piece of shit. Get I also say to Smug Davis, get Smug Davis. Nobody's worried about you because you're sitting there circling a message by Edwin Boyette saying, I hit deadlifts 3 times this week, training up the combat handshake for conventions next year. Oh, by the way, the Rippaverse Omnibus, the thing that both Lumfartsy and all these other clowns were pocket watching, ended up being a 6-figure campaign. So get But back to this clown, the Don, after I finished embarrassing one homosexual Lumfartsy. David Quinn here says, your posts tell me all about you also. So rather than getting your own book done, you spend your time attacking other creators. I suppose since EBS helped you out in the past, you feel obligated to be one of his attack dogs. It's a shame, really. Oof. Well, I'm getting my book done and a few other books done, so there's that. And you call it attacking, I call it exposing the BS. So again, someone saying they like a design of a character is exposing the BS. What BS are you talking about? Someone having an opinion on a character design is calling out the BS now? No, I am the one. I do that. That's my thing. I call out the BS just like I'm calling you out for saying that someone's a clout chaser and a grifter for saying they like a design of a character. This is what we're doing, bro. You posted a while ago that he helped you in some sort of financial issue you had. Don't know any details of it. I just remember you thanking him on X for his help. Personally, I'd like to just see the proof of that. So I reply to him saying, clout chasing because he likes a character's design. As I told you before, work on your absolute slop before claiming someone is a clout chaser for liking a design. This is why you have a problem with other people that are not creating the same stuff you are. We're going to show you why I think he's actually saying the stuff he's saying. I did tell him he was coping, and seething, which he deleted the post. It was something about how he tried to say a picture of Wally West's Flash is a character he made, of which someone made fun of him right here. Hey guys, check out my new character, Overpower Man. He flies, has laser eyes and everything. He's 100% original, just to make fun of him, bro. Can Rippaverse tee up one more lawsuit? Can they go for 3? What are you talking about, bruh? And then he replies, you're coping, Sturgis. Coping entirely too hard with all your insane videos and autistic rants. Oh, the insane videos and rants that my awesome subscribers watch every single day that I appreciate very much, because that's exactly how you have to be as a creator, is be extremely humble about the support that you get from them, the autistic rants. And don't you start your stupid crazy ass BS with me, mother effer, because you are freaking so far up Eric July's ass and on the spectrum no amount of logic will ever make sense to you. You stay in Neverland, nut job. The real world is not for you. Bro, The way you've been acting against other creators like John's Longbox, and now you're acting this way against Chad Larson, a guy who's simply praising a character design, tells me right away that you are indeed the true nut job, and you are posting and spreading your delusions onto me because you can't see past your own face. Claiming that I'm up Eric July's ass, bro, you are literally spurging out and crashing out over a person liking a character design. You're literally telling someone that their opinion doesn't matter. That's literally what you're doing. And because I'm calling out the BS and constant lies spread by New CG and Comicsgate altogether, the circle jerk of Comicsgate, that makes me far up Eric July's ass. Just because I like a universe and you guys are literally sitting there crashing out, spurging out, and trying to ruin someone's business because you don't like what they have to say or what they're doing is absolutely pathetic and fucking delusional as all hell. So please miss me with that nonsense. You're coping over a universe creating a speedster character. It's funny to watch you try sucking up to Juju the cow of all people. You're an actual moron. Making fun of actual idiots like yourself, trying to find any and all ways to try to justify your insane hatred of anyone who isn't an actual bootlicker, because you are an actual bootlicker. Unlike you, I can actually criticize Eric July's decisions, which would make me what? Not a bootlicker. You don't give two shits about the indie space when motherfuckers like you try to claim a name that I don't call myself like a good bitch and a total NPC. You sitting there calling me a name made up by a bunch of fat, overweight, out of shape, low-cal YouTubers, and you're calling other people delusional and in Neverland, as you say, is absolutely hilarious. And remember, this is the slop that you are looking to put out. If you compare this garbage, in my opinion, by the way, because anyone else can like it, you're allowed to have your opinion. If you're comparing this garbage to a thing like Death Shroud, you're a freaking moron. You're out of your absolute mind. But again, art is subjective. That is my opinion. In my opinion, this looks like slop in comparison to Death Shroud. But even more gay ops, as always. Here comes Shades of Vengeance, the guy who claimed, who says he made the Blue Shift character in 2016. Perfectly fine. Seems like it all checks out. We might need to have a chat. I created a speedster called Blue Dash Shift in 2016, and she has several ongoing comics. But who has to come in and try to start some gay ops? Oh, it's good old Juju the Cow himself. Because he still has Eric living rent-free in his head. Uh-oh! This isn't the first time Eric July got in trouble for stealing someone else's IP! Again, Eric never stole anyone else's IP. We already know the origin of where the Isom name came from. It was his great-great-great-grandfather, Isom Knox. We already have the origin of the name, stupid. What are you talking about? And then they settled amicably, him and the Ministry of Isom. He never stole any IP. This is Juju the Cow's delusional brain having Eric live rent-free in there. 3 years later and still obsessing over him. Dude is broken. You are about as obsessed with Eric July as you are with Maddox. Even after you took Maddox's sloppy seconds and had a child with her. What are we talking about here? You are broken, my guy. Chad responds to this individual. Like Eric July, I saw this dude coming from a mile away. He'll learn quick when his Spawn ripoff comic flops. And he'll have to go back to being an quote-unquote entrepreneur. The same quote-unquote Spawn ripoff, which, by the way, Spawn is one of the best indie comics out there. Shocking, I know. But claiming it's a Spawn ripoff isn't an insult. It isn't the insult you think it is. And by the way, his book funded 2 times over on Rippaverse. So a flop would be that it didn't fund. Chad responds with, Death Shroud is one of the best comics in years, but you wouldn't know quality if it slapped you in the face. I never stopped being an entrepreneur. I'm about to launch a medtech company by September's end, changing lives while you're stuck whining in your mom's basement. You're not a comic fan, you're a tribal, brain-dead sheep who'll never take a single risk or amount to anything. Keep being a pathetic, jealous, fat fucking loser. I'll be over here winning while you're forever a sad, irrelevant wannabe. Yes, people are allowed to respond this way. You're allowed to respond any way you want. It's funny because you are the ones attacking him, right? You expected to get some PR bullshit because other people do that. This person, Chad, can respond any way he wants to. Who responded to this again? Old Juju the Cow once again. Why are comic guys like this? What do you have to do with comics, bro? I understand your biggest problem in the universe show is irrelevant and it's completely dead, and your Patreon really hasn't moved in members in a very long time, and even Death Shroud has made more money in its campaign than you probably have in 3 months, but you don't have to sit here and try to chase clout on people who are making something, who are actually creating something original. Your podcast isn't original. Mr. Timu Howard Stern over here. Why are guys who get pegged like this? This is the same guy who claims all CG books are trash and comic books are for losers, but for some reason he can't stop talking about them. And I also go on to say the amount of SJWs in new CG is very apparent. This is the type of gay ops these clowns believe that I do. The Rippaverse's latest character, Blue Shift, appears to be a speedster comic book character that already exists. A campaign for Blue Shift seems to have successfully funded sometime in 2020. You have to know about it. You deserve to know. At Eat the Van Skyver. Another gif of Spider-Man. Sew their socks off! Welcome to the Rippaverse. Bro, this is the type of weird shit that they think I do, bro. And again, these guys are also going off the fact that an account with 69 posts as of the recording of this video, following 13 people. Let's see who they're following. Oh, it's old Juju the cow. It's an account created in May of 2025. I'm supposed to take this account serious when they claim that they bought the wrong Blue Shift book. Okay, sure. I'm supposed to believe this bullshit right here. Uh-oh, I purchased this product because I believed it was the same intellectual property as your Blue-Shift. Did the hashtag Rippaverse mislead me? If you literally sat there and thought you were getting a book from that creator and it wasn't his Blue Shift, bro, you are literally stupid and full of shit. You purchased a product called Ripazine number 5 because you thought it was a book for something completely different. This would be entertaining if you guys at least tried to sound believable. Like I said, look how long ago the account was made, bro. Following 12 people and one of them just happens to be Juju the cow. Get the f*** out of here, bro. This is the most unbelievable bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Absolute bullshit, dude. So here we go. From Chloe. Let me get this straight. You bought something called Ripazine number 5 featuring a character named Blue Shift that looks nothing like the Blue Shift you wanted, and you're arguing Rippaverse misled you? Bro. Get Oh, 75 backers, bro? Come on. 75 backers? Come on, bro. They don't even look the same, bro. This person is right, though. That's like saying you bought ISOM because you thought it was a booklet about a church in Texas. Bro, the amount of bullshit that I've seen from these people trying to perform these BS gay ops. And then you have Shane Davis, bruh, because he's so dumb, bro. Like, Shane Davis, you are actually retarded. Bruh, you're retarded if you actually believe this story. You're going to be one of those to be that stupid to believe this BS. It's no wonder your EVS is top. Bro, it's the most obvious bullshit I've ever seen in my life. This person has never posted not once about Blue Shift until yesterday. Hello? I typed in the word blue. One post, bro. Nothing. One post? One post, bro. They don't show that they bought the comic. They don't show that they read the comic. They didn't do a review of the comic. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you're dumb enough to believe this. You are literally retarded. You make Tism Spencer seem smart, bro. And he's legitimately retarded as well. Holy f***, bro. Ain't no motherfucking way. Once again, if they don't talk about anything Rippaverse related, then nobody cares about anything they have to say. It's true. It's very true. It's very true. Can't say the same for myself, though. I'll tell you that. That's a fact. But, yeah. The amount of gay ops that's going on with this character, we're now into day 3, like I said, is so hilarious to see. And it's really going to be even funnier as it goes in. Probably into day 4, day 5, day 6. We'll see how long this cope and seethe and molding session continues to go on. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, smash the like button, comment below if you feel about this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video, go live on the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.